Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? Well, before we start, let me ask you a question. If I gave you 5 magic pens, would you try your only count for them? No? Well, our hero today did exactly do that. Firstly, let's introduce myself. My name is Almira Zahra Aziza from Junior High School Al-Mujahidin Cilacap. And today, I'm going to tell you a story about a boy, a giant plant, and a very loud fee, fi, fo, fum. Are you ready to climb the beanstalk with me? Okay, let's dive into the world of Jax and the beanstalk. Here we go. Once upon a time, in a cottage withered by time and poverty, lived a boy named Jack and his widowed mother. They had nothing left but a cow named Milky White. But when Milky White arteries ran dry, the hunger in the house became a physical weight. Sell her, Jack, his mom whispered, her eyes hollow, and do not come back without gold. Well, on the road to market, Jack met a man whose eyes twinkled like distant stars. He didn't offer gold. Instead, he opened a withered palm to reveal 5 pickled beans. Hey, these are not my legumes, the man murmured. Blame them tonight, and by morning they will have reached the very hum of the heavens. Jack, a dreamer by nature, treaded the cow. When he returned home, his mother's fury was a thunderstorm. She flung the beans out the window into the barren cell and sent Jack to bed supperless. The next morning, the sun didn't shine through Jack's window. It was blocked by a pillar of emerald green. What was that? Whoa! The wind has brought it into a massive, twisting beanstalk that pursued the clouds. Driven by a hunger stronger than his stomach, curiosity, Jack climbed. He climbed past the birds, past the mist, until the air grew thin and cold. At the summit, he found a rod of white flint leading to a castle so vast it seemed built by the mountains themselves. Inside, the smell of roasted meat filled the air, and so did the shook the floorboards. Boom, boom, boom. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the bleach of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead. I clean his bones to make my feet. Ha 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 ha. Jack hid in the shadow of copper cauldron. He watches as a giant, trifling tall, sat to count his stallion treasure. Well, there was a hand that laid eggs of solid gold, and a golden harp that sang melodies of ancient sorrow. Waiting for the giant to fall into a thunderous sleep, Jack tried to creep out. He seized the hand and the harp. But as he turned to flee, the harp cried out, Master! Master! Help me, Master! Giant awoke with a roar that cracked the sky. Jack sprinted for the beanstalk, and the giant, boom, 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 sounded like falling boulders behind him. Jack swung himself onto the vines, sliding down so fast, his palms burned. Mother, the axe! He screamed as his feet hit the dirt. With 3 mighty swings, the beanstalk groaned, shivered, and came crashing down. The giant fell with a thud that was felt in the next kingdom over, ending his reign of terror forever. Well, the moral of the story, after that accident, Jack and his mother never went hungry again. But Jack often lost and realized that sometimes the greatest risks the ones people call foolish, are the only things that can truly change your world. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest color fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. The end. Jack and his mother lived happily ever after. Too, I'm pretty sure that he was never allowed to go to the market alone again. It just goes to show that a little bit of risk can lead to a lot of goals. Well, thank you very much for listening my story. And remember, always check your beans before you plant them. Ding, 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 ding. Have a magical day. See you next time, guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.